All right, guys, make this your last lap. No more laps. Track is closed. Track is closed. Angie has the heat sheets up. You can check them out on the monitors throughout the track, or you can get on Live RC and see them there. Track is silent. We're going to have a driver's meeting in about 10 minutes, and then we'll get the program going promptly at 7 o'clock. Oh. Hey, if we can get a couple of our racers to get the blowers put out on the track, and let's give the track a good once over before we get into the qualifying. We need to get all the blowers out on the track. If some guys want to jump out there and help Mr. Talon, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right, guys, 3 minutes and the first race kicks off. 21-5 independent. We're looking for Sean, Bubba, Jason, Jeffrey, and Adam. Turn marshals are from race number 6. Damon and Lucas already out there. Nick Reppin, Mike Winders, Nolan, Josh to the track to marshal. Hey, probably. That was what. I can't believe. Oh, they could do it. There's not to do it. But even. All right, guys, let's take the stand. Sean Bowers, Bubba Trinkle, Jason Kessinger, Jeffrey Miller, Adam McCone on the stand. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I've actually meeting went a little long. Let's go, fellas. Start warming up. Track's open. Take laps. Let's get checked in. Taking entirely too long. You guys do this on INS, and I will start the program without you. It is a different process when we have a big race with 300 or 400 entries than what it is when we're club racing. But you guys need to be ready when we're ready because at a big race, they will not wait for you. All right, guys, next time around, I'm going to let this yellow and orange buggy. All right, that's Adam. He just got it for. All right, once that orange buggy gets that yellow buggy on the straightaway now, you will be the first one on the clock. Let's go. Let's go. Spread them out. Spread them out. Track is live. Kessinger, Trinkle, you're on the clock. Miller, you're on the clock. Cross the line, you're on the clock. First qualifier of the night. 21-5 independent. We got 2 heats, but we're going to run all 11 in the A main. Up next, race number 2. You guys need to be ready. We're talking about Bobby Taylor, Stephen Emons, Dustin Tomes, Sean Helvey, Bill Perry, Josh Plowman. You guys are up next. You should be at the track and on the ready. I think that thing's stripping a gear or something. Pinions come loose or something on that one. Oh, maybe not. Something don't sound natural on it. Diff's too loose or slippers too loose or. All right, 1 minute down. Jason Kessinger, 14 out of 519. Adam, 14 out of 517. Jumps to the lead that time by. Adam in that orange buggy, white wheels, working the center section of the track now. Making his way onto the straightaway. Jason Kessinger running in second. He is that yellow buggy, white wheels. He's in the center section of the track. Bubba Trinkle running in third. Jeffrey Miller, Sean Bowers rounds out your top five. I think he's broke, Brian. Kessinger back to the point that time, 14.516. Adam with a 5.18. He's a half a second off. Jason Kessinger got a bunch of open track in front of him as he makes his way up the right hand side of the track. Adam's starting to get into a little bit of traffic. So once again, that orange buggy, white wheels, he's looking to try to set TQ. Kessinger working the center double now. 2 down, 3 to go. One more time, race number 2. Bobby Taylor, Stephen Emons, Dustin Tomes, Sean Helvey, Bill Perry, Josh Plowman, you're up next. $230 down, $230 to go. We'll see where it's at as Kessinger Pat crosses the line there. 517 for Jason, 521 for Adam. There's about a 2-second gap between first and second. Jason right now trying to set TQ. Bubba Trinkle in third, Jeffrey Miller in fourth. Oh, Adam rolls it over. That's probably going to do it. He's going to need Jason to make a big mistake. Jason got about a 5-second gap, and that's not even counting the wreck that Adam just had. So yellow buggy, white wheels down the front stretch now. Jason, your leader, climbing up the elevation. For Austin to start finish line now. 14 to the 5:18. He's got a 9-second lead over second place Adam. Adam to the 13.508. Oh, whoop. It is not. Yeah, it is. Yellow buggy working through the center section of the track now. Kessinger 14 to 5:19 last time by. He's the only one on a 14 lap pace with 1 minute to go. Race number 2, get them ready. Twenty seconds to go. Kessinger crossing the line there, 14 to the 5:20. Adam 13 to the 5:07. Jeffrey Miller 12 to the 5 flat. Bubba Trinkle 12 to the 5:07. 10 seconds on the clock. Once the horn sounds, everybody keep going till you're called done. Bubba, you're done. Everybody else, when you cross the line, you will be done. Jason's going to set early TQs. He's the only driver on 14 laps. Adam, you're done. Jason, 14 to the 5:20. When Jeffrey crosses, that's a race. Thank you, drivers. Thank you, marshals. All right, buddy. How you doing? Good, good. Hey, all right, 5 guys out to turn, Marshall, that was in that last race. Even if you broke, I need you out to turn, Marshall. Could use a volunteer if anyone wants to jump out there and help us out. Go ahead, guys. Track's open. I need my marshals. If you're broke, I don't care. You need to come on out here and marshal. Need my marshal spread out just a little bit for me. If I can get one volunteer, that'd be awesome. Right. Hey, Sean, will you come right here? Jeffrey, you're going to kind of watch those 3 lanes. Jason, you kind of got to watch those 2 lanes. Adam, you got those 2 lanes. Bubba, you got those 3 lanes. And we can go with that. If anyone wants to come out and sit on the corner at the end of the straightaway, that'd be awesome. That would help us in that one spot. That's about the one spot I could use some help on for sure. Thanks, Eddie. All right, guys. Next time by, track will be live. Track is live. Bill Perry, you are on the clock. Race number 2, taking time. Race number 3, 17.5 Indy. You're up next. Once again, all 11 of these drivers going to go straight to the A main in this 21.5 class, just working on where they're going to start. Jason Kessinger, current TQ, 14 of the 520. We're going to let these guys get a few laps in and we'll start calling out their pace. There you go. All right, we got 115 down, 3:45 to go. Looking around, blue buggy going down the back stretch now. White wheels, Bobby Taylor, 13 of the 5 flat. Bill Perry, 13 of the 521. Steven, Sean, Josh, and Dustin round out your field. Right now, Bobby Taylor's about 2 seconds off TQ pace. Oh, hot lap for Taylor, 22.1. That puts him down to a 14.519. That is TQ. Bobby Taylor with blue buggy, white wheels, making his way onto the front stretch now. Bill Perry running in second. Bill, purple, white, and pink, white wheels. He's making that 180 onto the front stretch now. Josh Plowman in third. Josh is pacing 12 of the 511. Steven, Dustin, and Sean. Looks like Sean may be broke. $230 down, $230 to go. Race number 3, 17.5 Independent. You should be at the track and on the ready. I only see one driver over there right now. I'm going to speed up this program. So Alton Henley, Antoine Morris, Chris White, Adrian Stillwell, Billy Gamble, Brian Dortch, Chase Rogers. You guys better get them ready. $145 left. Bobby Taylor falling off of it just a little bit. 13 of the 501. Bill Perry, 13 of the 511. Josh, Steven, Dustin, and That's your top 5. So blue buggy, white wheels down the back stretch now. A couple of good laps, and he can get right back on that TQ pace. 5 flat that time by for Bobby Taylor. He has got a bunch of open track in front of him now. He needs to focus, hit his marks, run good, clean laps. He should be able to get back on the TQ pace. 14:5:22. He's about a second and a half off. He's got plenty of time. Bill Perry at the line now. Bill 13 at a 5:10. $14 at a 5:22. Bobby Taylor's about 1.5 off. He needs a couple hot laps. That last time by, he went 22.8. He needs a couple low 22s to creep in on that TQ. Bill Perry, oh, he messes on the right hand side. That'll probably seal the deal for Jason Kessinger with 20 seconds to go. 13:5:02 for Taylor. Perry's 5:09. Bill's having a good second half of this qualifier. 5 seconds to go, guys. When the horn sounds, keep going till you're called done. 17:5 independent. I'm firing this up in 2 minutes. Bill Perry, you're done. 13:5:09. Bobby Taylor, you're done. Everybody's done. Bobby Taylor takes the heat win. 13 at a 5 flat. No more laps. No more laps. Track is closed. $17.5 independent. Take the stand. Do not take the track. $17.5. Guys, I see 3 cars. I'm starting this race in a minute and a half. All right, let's go. Where's my marshals? Let's go. Track's open. Take laps. I'm starting this up in 30 seconds. You guys better get moving. Way too much lollygagging going on around here. Wreck at the bottom of the hill. Brian Dortch, you got 30 seconds. We're going live. Hey, Steven, come right here to that bucket. Thank you. Bobby, just kind of watch that area. Sean, kind of watch that area. All right, guys. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Track is live. Cross the line and you were on the clock. Race number 3 on the track. Race number 4, 17.5 expert. You guys are up next. Oh, got another one right there. Bobby Taylor. He's coming. Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. All right, 115 down, 345 to go. Chris White, your leader. Chris, I believe, is in that yellow and black yellow buggy working the switchback now. I'm going to see when we get to the start finish line this time by. Yep, that is your leader making his way through the infield section of the track. Once again, yellow and black yellow wheels. Brian Dortch running in second. Alton Henley in third. Billy Gamble, Adrian Stillwell, Antoine, and Chase round out your top seven. All seven of these drivers going straight to the A main. Over here in the Steven, the double right there. All seven of these drivers going to the A main, just working on where they're going to start. When we get to the A mains, guys, we're going to need a bunch of volunteer marshals. We cannot run these races with empty buckets when we get to the mains. Chris worked a rough lap that time, moved Brian Dortch to the point. Brian, I believe, going onto the front stretch now. Yellow wheels going over the right-hand double up the elevation. Black and silver. Catches a little bit of the wall. Doesn't hurt him too bad. Brian, 14 at a 5:13. Chris working another rough lap. We'll see where he's at. He falls down to third. Billy Gamble now up to second, 13 at a 5 flat. Chris White, 13 at a 5 flat. Alton Henley, 13 at a 5:01. Antoine, 13. Oh, Antoine with a roughie that time by. 150 left on the clock. Race number 4, 17.5 expert. Get them ready. Woo. Brian coming up the hill now, down the back stretch he goes. Once again, silver and black. Yellow wheels. Alton's directing right in front of him. Good job, Brian. Nice move. Chris White back to second, 14 at a 5:17. He's about 5 seconds off. Oh, Chris rolls it over here after the ski jump. Billy Gamble, 14 at a 5:21. That is your top three. Brian Dortch coming up the elevation on the right-hand side of the track. Brian trying to set TQ. Got 50 seconds left on the clock as he crosses the line there. 14 at a 5:09 for Brian. Billy Gamble going down back. Oh, Billy looks like he was. Oh, there's Billy there, 14 at a 5:20. Brian's got about 8 seconds ahead of Billy. Billy's got about 6 in front of Chris. Chase Rogers now up to 4th place. 20 seconds to go. That is the race clock. Everybody keep going till your call done. Brian Dortch, you are working your last lap now. Brian, did he break? Oh, I did him wrong. Mm. Hang on just a second. All right, guys, that's a race. Brian Dortch sets TQ. I messed up. He had one more lap to go, and I didn't realize it, but I gave him his lap. So Brian Dortch, your TQ. Billy Gamble second. Chris White third. All right, 7 marshals. Let's get them spread out. We should have plenty of marshals for this one. Yeah, no, I got you. All right, guys, track's open. All right, track's not open. Chris Stosick, you gonna make it? I didn't even see him here. Huh? Okay, I got you. All right, we'll let Talon get checked in, and then we're gonna go. All right. White buggy coming down the straightaway now. You will be the first one on the clock. Track will be live next time by. Race number 4 on the track. Race number 5, 13.5 Indy. You're up next. Oh, caution on the elevation. Caution on the elevation. It is not clear. It's clear now. I don't know who that was Nolan. Habitat, this a Tommy 30, 30 on the. All right, 115 down, 345 to go. We got 2 mod buggies, Ed Henley, Mike Winders. Ed 15 of the 518, Mike 13 of the 510. In our 17.5 class, at the line now, yellow and blue, white wheels. Talon Henley 15 of the 505. Brian Dunbar 14 of the 513. Damon Smith 13 of the 518. Nolan Hunt running in fourth. Two down, 3 to go. Ed Henley in the mod 2 14 of the 503. Mike Winders 14 of the 522. In stock, Talon Henley 14 of the 506. Brian 14 of the 505. Talon is a 15.506. I'm not sure what I said. Damon and Nolan round out your top 4. Yeah, I thought. 2 minutes left. Ed Henley, 14 of the 5:12. Mike closing in on him, 14 of the 5:15. Talon Henley, 5:06, 15 laps. Dunbar, 14 of the 5 flat, so he's getting ready to get on a 15-lap pace. Damon Smith, 13 of the 5:06. Nolan Hunt, 13 of the 5:15. Hey, for what it's worth, you ran your fastest lap trying to catch him. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go. 13.5 Indy. You guys are up next. Get them ready. Talon going down the back stretch now at the line. 15 at a 5:10 for Henley. Eddie, 14 at a 5:10. Mike Winders, 14 at a 5:14. Dunbar, 14 at a 5:02. Damon and Nolan. Twenty seconds to go. Talon Henley, 15 at a 5:10. Brian, 14 at a 5 flat. That's the clock. Everyone keep going till you're called done. Dunbar, you're done. 14 and 5 flat. Nolan, you are done. Talon, you are done. 15.511. Eddie, you're done. 13.505. That's the race. Track's closed. Track's closed. Come on, you boy. Come on, you. What? All right, guys. Let them rip. Hey, first. All right. You, what's that? What's that called? What's that called? Donked or bonked or something? Who am I missing for my turn marshals? Talon, I need you to do something. I mean, just do something. I need who are we missing? Are they in this race? No. Okay, I see Mike. Dunbar's got wheels. We'll be good. All right, guys. I don't have a check. Well, Brian, are you gonna make it? And Chris, they were race marshal race, so we'll give Chris and Brian a little extra time. They were in a race marshal race situation. Although Antoine was in a race marshal race situation, he's already made 3 laps, Brian. That was awesome. That was spectacular. Once Brian gets around, once Brian decides something, we're going to fire this up. All right, guys. I encourage you to spread them out. I got 4 guys. We're going live now. Get them spread out. Give yourself the best opportunity to get at least a good, clean first couple laps, anyways. Race number 6 is on deck. 13.5 Expert. You guys are next. All right, 115 down, 3:45 to go. My man, Matt Blake, your leader. I believe he is yellow and black, yellow wheels. Thank you for giving him room in the switchback. Matt Blake down the front stretch now. Coming up the right-hand double. Elevation for Matt. Jason K in second. Duke Marksberry in third. Brian Dorch, Antoine, Adam, and Chris. Somebody popped the ball cup. So they're working on, I think it was Chris. He's working on a long lap, but he'll get it back. Everybody going through the A main. Matt Blake, 14.506. Kessinger, 14.514. Brian Dorch up to third with a 520. Duke with a 522. Caution on the right hand side. It is clear. Good job, Mike. Antoine, Adam, and Chris round out your top 7. Caution at the line. It is clear. Caution at the 180 after the line. It is clear. I mean, yeah. Yep. 230 down, 230 to go. Nobody's coming, Damon. Nobody's coming. You got time. Good job. Good job. Matt Blake, 14 of the 505. My dog. Coming down the front stretch now. Once again, green and black, yellow wheels. He's making the elevation now. Got 2 buggies right in front of him. Matt at the line, 506, still a TQ pace. Jason Kessinger at the line now, yellow buggy. Woo! Good job, Jason. 510. You're 2.3 behind Matt. Brian Dorch in third. Duke in fourth. Adam rounds out your top 5. Look like Kessinger rolled it over right there. That's probably going to bring Brian up to second. We'll see. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Matt Blake working the center section of the track through the switchback. 180 on to the front stretch now. Dorch to second. Leader at the line, Matt Blake's got some open track in front of him with 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. 5:07, 14 laps for Matt. 5:17, 14 laps for Brian. Kessinger, 2/10 back. Duke, you're 5 behind Jason. Close racing with our top 4. Oh, 30 seconds on the clock. 13.5 Pro, you guys are up next. I know I've got a couple of them that are out here marshaling. We'll give them plenty of time to get up on the stand and get them some practice laps. I dig it. All right, guys, that's the clock. Everybody keep going till you're called done. Real close at the top. We need clean laps from the leader. Matt Blake, you're done. 5:06, 14 laps. We're waiting for Brian to get to the line. Brian working a roughie, it looks like. Brian, 5:07, you are done. Kessinger, the only one still live. Jason, you're done. Matt Blake sets TQ by 1 second. 14 of the 5:06. I need my guys out to turn, Marshall. Let's get them spread out, guys. Last qualifier of the night. While the track's a little quiet, can I have everybody's attention? Before we start the mains, Eddie wants to have a real quick drivers meeting before we start the mains. So please help me remember to do that. Hey, Talon, will you marshal for me, Benj? You're not doing nothing else. Thank you. Just grab this bucket over here and we'll be good to go. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Talon. Way to go. What a poopy head. All right, let them loose, guys. Let them loose. Let's go. Last qualifier of the night. We're going to take about a 20-minute break. 8 o'clock. 8:05. We'll fire up the mains. 8:05. We'll have a quick drivers meeting before the mains start. Once again, we only got 5 mains to run. 8 o'clock. 8:05. We go live. Oh, caution on the elevation. Caution on the elevation. Caution. It is clear. We got a marshal there still. Thanks, Lucas. All right, guys. Next time by, track will be live. He's good. He's all right. No, he's fine. He's got it. Sorry. All right, everyone coming by to finish your first lap. 13.5 Pro here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex Thursday night club racing, where the big boys play. Early on, Brian Dunbar 502, Nick 504, Lucas 504, Josh 510, Damon 511. Those guys on 15 laps. All right, 130 down, 330 to go. Ooh. Orange and yellow going down the back stretch now. Dunbar at the line, 15, 501. Lucas Smith, white and blue at the line now. 15, 5 flat. Move Lucas Smith to the point. Nick Reppin running in third with a 508. Those three drivers on 15 laps, followed by Damon, Nolan, Joshua, and Mike. Smith with a hot lap of a 19.7. Oh, Lucas working a rough. He's going to move Dunbar back to the point. Dunbar 502. Smith falls all the way down to third. Reppin now. Orange and green. White wheels through the center double now in second place. Dunbar through the center double now. Lucas Smith across the line. Smith trying to pick it up. He had a 25-second lap 2 laps ago. Went from first to third. 230 down, 230 to go. Dunbar at the line now. 15 at a 503. We find Nick Reppin going over the center double, working the switchback section, center of the track. Green and orange, white wheels down the straightaway. He comes. We're going to see he's 2.5 behind Dunbar last time by. Down the front stretch, back stretch he goes. Nick, a little bit of a rough lap, 5:12. Moves Smith up into second place. Dunbar go wide on the elevation, wide on the elevation, wide on the elevation. Not that wide behind you. Brian Dunbar down the back now. 5:07 for Brian. Lucas down the back stretch now. We're going to see where he's at. It's tightening up. 5:10 for Smith. He's 1.7 behind. So Dunbar, orange and yellow down the front stretch with 1:30 left on the clock. Smith, white and blue, white wheels down the front stretch. Nick Reppin about 1 second behind Luke. So those top three drivers separated by 4 seconds on the clock. Reppin down the front stretch. Dunbar down the front stretch. Smith down the front stretch now. 5:07 for Dunbar. Smith working a decent lap. 5:08 for Lucas. We'll see where Reppin's at this time by as he comes down the front stretch. 1 second between Brian and Lucas. Nick running in third at the line there. 5:11. So he's 2 seconds behind Smith with 40 seconds on the clock. Smith's got some open track in front of him. Dunbar's got open track. He's not being pressured front or back by anybody. But we got 30 seconds to go. Dunbar up the elevation now. Smith onto the front stretch. Dunbar at the line. 5:06. We'll see where Smith is at as he hits the line now. 5:07. 7/10 of a second separates first and second. Reppin's 3 seconds back. Damon Smith in fourth. Nolan, Mike, and Josh. So we got 5 on the clock, guys. Keep running till you're called done. Dunbar with a 5:06 last time by. Smith with a 5:07. 8/10 separated them. They're working their last lap now. Dunbar coming up the right-hand side. Smith making his way onto the front stretch. Dunbar with a clean lap. 5:06 for Dunbar. Lucas needs a heater. Smith at the line. 5:07 flat. Dunbar is going to set TQ for the class. Everybody is done. Track is closed. Remind me before the start. I will too. Once again, guys, about 8:10, we'll start the mains. About 8:10, once Angie gets them set up. Eddie wants to have a drivers meeting real quick, and then we'll get them going. All right, all right, all right. 21-5 Indy. Start making your way to the track. My turn marshals are from 13-5 Pro. Brian Dunbar, Lucas Smith, Nick Reppin, Nolan Hunt, Mike Winders, Damon Smith is left, Josh Kinser. We're going to need volunteer marshals, guys. We want full bucket coverage during these mains, just so everyone has a fair shake. Really? We really got to do that? Okay. Still doing. All right, guys, warm them up. Once again, my marshals, Brian, Lucas, Nick, Nolan, Mike, Joshua, and I'm probably going to need a volunteer because Damon left early. Right here, we got it. Nolan's getting it. Need a check from Sean. Is Sean going to make it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, Sean. Sean Bowers, you going to make it? I got 10 on the stand. Should be 11 in the race. Can someone help me because I can't hear him? Is Sean going to make this race? Okay. Jason on the 1, Bobby Taylor on the 2, Adam on the 3, Bill Perry on the 4, Plowman on the 5, Miller on the 6, Emons on the 7, Trinkle, Bubba Trinkle, great racing name, on the 8, Dustin on the 9, Sean on the 10. Yes, we need one marshal at the left-hand bucket. Hey, Sean, since you can't race, will you marshal that bucket for me right there? Oh, Brian's got it. Never mind, Sean, we're good. Well, you're fine, Brian. All right. We're at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex Thursday night club racing, last race on this layout. We are 2 weeks away from INS. This is an 8-minute 21.5 Indy A main. I need my first 3 drivers through the 180 after the start finish line. If I don't get it, we will re-rack them one time. Marshall's ready, drivers ready. We're going racing at the sound of the tone. Less than 5. Boop. All right, we got one. We're good. That's the start. We're racing, guys. First 3 guys clean through the center section of the track. A little little change up between second and third, but now another change up. Bobby Taylor back to second. Jason Kessinger early on starting to gap out early. First lap by Kessinger at the line there. Yellow buggy, white wheels. Bobby Taylor, blue buggy, white wheels. And then we got a gaggle of three. Looks like Bill Perry, Adam, and Jeffrey Miller all right there battling for that third spot. Up next, race number 2, 17.5 Indy. Get them ready. Woo! Caution, it's clear. We find our leader making his way onto the front stretch now. Once again, light yellow, fluorescent yellow, call it what you want. White wheels going down the back stretch now. Kessinger got an orange buggy in front of him. Josh, that is the leader. Give him a little bit of room when he gets to you, please. Bobby Taylor running second. Adam running third. They're about 1.5 seconds apart. Bill Perry not too far behind Adam in that fourth spot. And then we got a pretty good gap back to Jeffrey and actually Sean Helvey up to 5th place. Steve and Bubba, Jeffrey, Dustin, and Josh. Bobby Taylor working a rough lap, falls to 4th place, move Adam up to 2nd, Bill up to 3rd. Work together, guys. Work together. It's give and take. Yes, it does. Your leader in a bunch of traffic going over that center double now. Once again, he's 4th in that now. He's up. Oh, he just got rolled. Leader, good job, Eddie. Leader off and running. Yellow buggy, white wheels down the front stretch he goes. 2nd place, Adam McCone. Orange buggy, white wheels. He's closing the gap. Like I said, Jason worked the rough lap, got turned by lap traffic. So now we got 1.5 seconds separating first and second. Jason still dealing with traffic, and Adam is closing the gap. Yellow buggy down the front stretch now. Your leader. Orange buggy up the elevation now. White wheels in 2nd place. Leader at the line there. Adam at the line now. Bill Perry in 3rd. Bobby Taylor in 4th. 5 minutes to go. Leader coming onto the front stretch. 2nd place on the front stretch now. Bill Perry working the center section of the track. Same thing for Bobby Taylor in 4th. Josh Plowman now up to 5th. Jeffrey Miller, Stephen Edmonds, Bubba Trinkle, Dustin, and Sean. Leader now got through the traffic, has a little bit of open track. Oh, Adam Rose. Eddie. Leader down the back stretch now at the line. Adam working a rough lap. Bobby Taylor now going to take over that 2nd spot. Bill Perry. Oh, let me see. Bill Perry in 2nd. Bobby Taylor in 3rd. So Bill Perry in that purple, white, and pink white wheels working the switchback now. Bobby Taylor and Adam McCone battling out solid orange, solid blue, both of them with white wheels going down the front stretch now. That is the battle for 3rd spot. All the while, Kessinger now joined a 6-second lead over Bill. Bill's got about 3 seconds over Adam and Bobby. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Leader up the elevation. 2nd place. Up the elevation now. And then here comes 3rd and 4th. Up the hill now. Once again, orange, white wheels, blue, white wheels at the line. That's the battle for 3rd. Thank you very much. Leader now got some open track. Kessinger down the front stretch now. Bill Perry. Oh, Adam gets it wrong over the 2nd double. Didn't see. Leader at the line. Bill Perry going down the back stretch at the line now. Bobby Taylor at the line now. So, Jason, you got 5.5 seconds over Bill. Bill, you got 3 over Bobby. Bobby, you got a big gap, 8 seconds back to Adam in 4th. Jeffrey Miller rounds out your top 5. Steven, Bubba, Josh, Dustin, and Sean, your top 10. Race number 2, 17.5 Indy. You're up next. Leader working the switchback, going on to the front stretch now. Oh, Kessinger rose it. We're going to see where Perry's at. Perry's still a little ways back, so Kessinger had some room to play with as he makes his way down the back stretch now. Bill Perry making his way down the back stretch. Don't look, but Bobby Taylor closing the gap. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Later, down the back stretch he goes. Bill Perry up the elevation, down the back stretch he goes. Bobby Taylor on the hill now. And Adam McCone down the front stretch. That's your top 4. Jeffrey Miller in 5th, about 11 seconds behind Adam. We got 1:45 on the clock. Leader at the line now. Bill Perry at the line. 5 seconds behind the leader. Bobby Taylor 3 seconds behind Bill. Adam, you're about 7 seconds back. Oh, we got a mess after the start finish line. It is clear. Ooh. We're going to have us a battle for second place here pretty quick with 1 minute to go on the clock. Bobby Taylor closing the gap on Bill Perry. Perry onto the front stretch now. Bobby Taylor on the front. Oh, Taylor catches pipe. Maybe just what Bill Perry needed to finish out this race in second place. All the while, Jason Kessinger down the front stretch he goes. Yellow buggy, white wheels. Keeping her clean and out of trouble. Second place, Bill Perry coming up the right-hand double now. Bobby Taylor just now hitting the front stretch. 20 seconds to go. So Bill's working his last lap. Bobby Taylor needs to send it to get it. If he wants second place, Perry needs to keep it clean. Jason Kessinger probably going to get a victory lap with 5 seconds on the clock. Bill Perry, get to the line. You are done. That is the clock. Perry, second place. Bobby Taylor, third. Cross the line. You're done, guys. Cross the line and you are done. Jason Kessinger on the victory lap as he's making his way up the right-hand side of the track. Once he gets to the line, he will bring home the win here in 21.5 Independent. Yeah, okay, that's a race. That was the last one right there. That's a race. They were. Jason Kessinger, Bill Perry, Bobby Taylor, your top 3. All right, Nima Marshall's out to the track. Let's move, guys. All right, guys, warm them up. Warm them up. Track is open. Track is open. I need my marshals. Come on. I need a guy up on the elevation. I need a guy over here at the end of the straightaway. Need my marshals. I need one over there at the fan on the wall. We can cover all the spots. We can cover them all. I need somebody up here. Somebody right here by me. Got him. All right, no more laps. Front stretch is closed. No more laps. No more laps. Let's get them lined up. Brian Dortch on the 1, Billy Gamble on the 2, Chris White on the 3, Chase Rogers on the 4, Antoine on the 5, Adrian on the 6, Alton on the 7. All right, we got an 8-minute 17.5 Independent A main. Marshall's ready, drivers ready. Who's your RC Hobbyplex? We're going racing at the sound of the tone. Boop. Off and running. Good start, guys. Good start. My top 4 got away clean. Ooh, Chase Rogers up to 3rd after that roll there by Chris White, I believe. 1st and 2nd at the line now. Brian, Billy, Chris, Chase, and then Antoine, Alton, and Adrian all right there together. Long race, 8-minute, guys. Race number 3, 17.5 Expert. You are up next. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there together. Good race shaping up here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. Billy Gamble to the point. Brian Dortch right behind him. Chris White right. Oh, Billy Rose it. Drag race down the front stretch. Chris White to the point up the elevation first. Brian Dortch in 2nd. Billy in 3rd. Chase Rogers not far behind them. Oh, I didn't see. I believe that was Brian who dumped it over there. So Brian Dortch, your top qualifier, got some work to do. Leader down the front stretch now. Yellow and black, yellow wheels. Down the back stretch he goes. 2nd place, green and black, white wheels. At the line now. Antoine up to 3rd in that white buggy. White wheels. Then Alton was right there. Brian Dortch just got around Alton. Chase, and looks like Adrian's broke it. Two down, 6 to go. Later on the front stretch now, he's starting to pull a little bit of a gap over Billy. Then Antoine in 3rd. Brian Dortch back up to 4th. Brian gets it wrong on the right-hand side. Antoine with a good inside move. Now drag race through the center section of the track. Brian, Antoine back around Billy. 2nd and 3rd down the front stretch they go. Leader at the line now. Good race shaping up here between 2nd and 3rd. Antoine and Billy. All the while, Chris White, your leader, trying to check out. Oh, he rolls it through the switchback. 2nd place is coming. We're tightened back up. Antoine's got the leader right in front of him now. Yellow and black, yellow wheels. White buggy, white wheels. Down the back stretch they go. 3rd place, green and black with white wheels. Leader stuffs the pipe. Move Antoine to the point. Move Billy up to 2nd. So now Chris White got some work to do. And Brian Dortch is right there as well. Alton Henley in 5th. Chase Rogers in 6th. So leader now, white buggy, white wheels going down the box stretch. Antoine Morris at the line there. 2nd place at the line now. 3 seconds separates 1st and 2nd. And then 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all right there together going over the center double. Woo, good move to the inside. Oh, then he stuffed the pipe. He goes from second to fourth. So Billy Bryan now second and third. All the while Antoine at the start-finish line. 3.1 the lead for Antoine. A little bit faster that lap while these guys are battling it out for that second spot. Billy, Brian, and Chris all right there together working the straightaway now. Ooh, Brian Dortch putting all sorts of pressure. Brian with a good move to the inside. Billy tried to double back. It didn't work. Oh, Billy rose it. He falls to fourth, moved Chris up to third. Antoine Morris now got through the lap traffic. He has got open track in front of him. He needs to focus, put down clean, smooth laps. We got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 3-second lead for Antoine. Brian Dortch in second. Brian is coming. Black and silver, yellow wheels, I believe. Chase Rogers, thank you very much. Third place will be up there pretty soon. For Brian Dortch in second. Antoine leading the race. Antoine 2.9, so Brian was a little bit faster that time. There's no traffic between first and second. Oh, Antoine rose it. Brian Dortch to the point. So now Brian, who was your top qualifier, trying to get back to the point and take the win. Oh, Antoine hits the pipe at the line. Going to cost him a bunch. So now Brian Dortch with a bunch of open track in front of him with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Antoine Morris in second. Billy Gamble in third. Chris White, Alton Henley round out your top five. Leader crossing the line there. Second place at the line now. 4 seconds the interval between first and second. Brian Dortch with all kinds of open track in front of him. Antoine 5 seconds back. Third place, Billy. You're 4 seconds behind Antoine. Oh, leader stuffs the pipe. Here comes Antoine, 1 and 2 down the front stretch. How quickly things change. Was a 5-second gap between first and second. Now we're looking at about 7/10 as Antoine crosses the line there. We got 1 minute 25 seconds on the clock. Oh, Antoine rose it, finds his wheels. Doesn't hurt him too much, but he gives Brian Dortch a little bit more breathing room. Looks like Chris got around. One minute to go. Leader down the front stretch now. Second place down the front stretch now. Chris White, Billy Gamble, Chase Rogers, your top five. Antoine 2.6 behind the leader. Chris, you are 2.7. Oh, I don't know who that. Oh, that's Chase. Chris, you're 2.7 behind Antoine. Leader still working a bunch of open track with 25 seconds to go. He will get another lap. Antoine needs to hustle to get one more lap. We're going to see 10 seconds on the clock. Leader coming to the he should get another lap. Antoine needs to get it there. That's the clock. Antoine, you're still live. Brian Dortch, you need to keep it clean. Cross the line and you are done. Antoine rode it, so that's going to probably give Brian all he needs to get to the start-finish line. Everybody done. Chris done. Billy done. Chase done. Waiting on Brian and Antoine. Antoine with the win, or excuse me, Brian with the win. Antoine in second. That's a race. Thank you, drivers. Thank you, marshals. All right, I need all you rascals out to turn marshal, please. All of you out to turn marshal, off the stand to the track. I need my turn marshals from that last race, please. Antoine, I need you to the track. I see. Alton, I need y'all to split up. Don't matter who, but I need someone at that bucket. All right, guys, track's open. Track is open. Warm them up. All right, I need one of you guys to come over here and marshal at that bucket. Let's line them up, guys. Let's line them up. We'll put Talon Henley on the 1, Brian Dunbar on the 2, Nolan Hunt on the 3. Then Eddie, you and Mike line up somewhere back there. I need one of you two, Antoine or Alton, to come over here and marshal at that bucket. All right, we got a combo class here. We got 3 17.5s and two mods. 8-minute main. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Boop. Good first lap. Henley, Dunbar, Hunt down the backstretch together. Mike, Eddie down the backstretch together. Race number 4, 13.5 Indy. You're up next. We're watching Talon and Brian down the backstretch TLR and a Yokomo, 1 and 2. Battling through the center section of the track. Nolan Hunt running in third. Then we got Ed Henley in the Mod 2 wheel and Mike Winders in the Mod 2 wheel. Ooh, bro, Brian looked to the inside. Talon went in a little deep, rolled it over, and now he's got some work to do. Brian Dunbar to the point. Dunbar down the back stretch now. Talon down the back stretch now. Woo. Oh. Good job, Alton. Good job, Alton. Dunbar at the start finish line now. Henley at the start finish line now. Ooh. Ed Henley just threw out the hot lap of the race with a 20.1. Oh, Dunbar overshot the ski jump just a little bit, allows Talon to close back in on him. First and second down the front stretch now. Nolan Hunt, they'll be coming up on you here shortly. Oh, Dunbar rolls it down the hill. So does Talon. Both of them found their wheels, but Dunbar was facing the wrong direction, so move Henley to the point. Henley, Dunbar, and Hunt, your top three in 17.5 expert. Ed Henley leading the way in mod. Mike Winders in second. Ed Henley still with the hot lap of the race. Like a rocket ship, 20.1. .330 down, 4:30 to go. Talon and Dunbar separated by just about a second, second and a half in that way. Pretty much the whole race, switching back and forth between who's going to lead, who's going to follow. Nolan Hunt running in third. Henley and Talon both with open track right now. Talon and Brian. Guys, we need a bunch of volunteer marshals for this next race. Please, if you're done racing or if you got the time, please help us out. Quicker we can get marshals, the quicker we can get through the program. Talon Henley down the front stretch. He goes. Brian Dunbar right behind him. About a 2.5 second gap between first and second. Looks like Ed Henley's going to hold on to the hot lap of the race, which is extremely exciting to me anyway. Talon and Brian about 2 seconds back now. They make their way through the switchback section of the track. Ed Henley on lap 14 just lowered the fast lap. The guy's a beast. And there it is. 2 minutes to go. Talon working. Woo! That's what Eddie does. Good job, Alton. Well done. Well done. Well done. Uh-oh. It sounded like you stripped his pinion spur. It's singing a song. We focus back on that race in 17.5 Pro. Brian Dunbar starting to close in. Was 2.5 seconds about 3 laps ago. Brian's got it down to a 1 second gap as they make their way down the backstretch now. One minute, 15 seconds on the clock. Dunbar closed the big gap right there. Was much quicker through that switchback section. Henley up the elevation. Dunbar, ooh, they throw it up there on the hill. 6/10 now, the interval between first and second. Good job, Nolan. Good job, young man. Good job. 40 seconds to go. Talon with a little bit better lap that time by. He stretched it out to a 1 second interval. We got 30 seconds on the clock. They're going to get one more lap after this one. So when they come to the line, Talon's going to be real close. He's on an 8 flat pace. Dunbar's not going to make another lap, so it's going to be close. If Talon gets to the line on a good lap, he'll probably get one more. We got 5 on the clock. Talon down the backstretch. Dunbar down the backstretch. Talon, you are done. Dunbar, you are done. Cross the line and you're done. Talon takes the win. Brian in second. Eddie gets back up and going somehow. Cross the line and you're done, guys. That's the race. Talon, Brian, and Nolan in 17.5. Mike and Eddie in two-wheel mod. Yeah, you come back from nowhere. I was like, where you come from? Once again, I'm going to need a couple volunteer marshals for this next race. Going to need a couple volunteer marshals, so if you could jump out there, help us out. We're going to need all the help we can get. A couple of the guys ran back to the pits, put sauce on their tires. I get it. Let's do that as quickly as we can. Let's get back out on the track to turn marshal. Once again, I'm going to need some volunteer help. Thanks, Chase Rogers. He's already out there. Need to the track to marshal. I need I need somebody up on the hill, and I need somebody in the back right. I need one more volunteer marshal. One more. I need one more volunteer marshal, please. I need one. Y'all go ahead and warm them up. I'm still looking for one volunteer marshal at the start finish line. One volunteer marshal at the start finish line. Guys, the track's open. Start taking laps, please. Let's start taking laps. And you early. My lap. Yeah, it wasn't much. I need one volunteer marshal back left at the start finish line. One volunteer marshal back left. Got a good group of 13.5 Indy. I need the full field of marshals. Come on. Hustle up, young legs. All right, let's line them up. Front stretch is closed. Let's line them up. Matt Balake on the 1. Brian Dortch on the 2. Jason K on the 3. Duke on the 4. Adam on the 5. Antoine on the 6. Chris on the 7. Antoine or Alton, I need you to marshal back there. Yeah. You're like my 4th favorite Alton. So that's saying something. Hey Alton, smile. Don't smile. Smile. Don't smile. Hey, don't that's mean. All right, 8 that was rude. 8-minute, 13.5 NDA main. Marshall's ready, driver's ready. I know we're going to get a little excited, but I need my first 3 clean through the 180 after the start finish line, unless they do it to themselves. Marshals, drivers, Hoosier RC Hobbyplex, less than 5. Boop. Yep, yep, yep. Now that was all on him. Boy, that consistency conversation looks pretty bonky right now. Matt Blake going to lead the first lap. Kessinger in second. Chris White from last to third on the first lap. Matt Blake up the elevation. Jason Rosen going to move Chris up to second. .645 left to go. Matt Blake, Chris White coming onto the front stretch now. Yeah. I agree. 2:30 down, 5:30 to go. Matt Blake, your leader. At the start finish line there, green and black, yellow wheels. Nobody's coming, Eddie. You got time. You got time. It's clear. Stay low in the back. Low in the back. Good job. So Matt, Chris, Adam, your top three. Pretty much throw a blanket over them fellas. One person makes a mistake. Brian Dortch now up to third, Adam in fourth. But your top four drivers separated by 7 seconds on the clock. Matt Blake down the backstretch now. Chris down the backstretch now. Brian's going there now too. Oh, here he is. Can't keep. Yep. Halfway through this race, Matt, Chris, Brian, Adam, Jason, your top five. Oh, Matt Blake gets it wrong. Gonna move Chris White to the point with Brian Dortch right behind him. Down the front stretch they go. How quickly things change. Matt falls back to third place. First and second at the line there. Brian Dortch, who was dead last after lap number one. Ooh, puts an inside move on Chris. So move Brian to the point. And away he goes. He's pulling away quick in that X-ray at the line there. Chris right behind him. Matt Blake running in third. Adam McCone fourth. Jason Kessinger, Duke, and Antoine. We do got a good race going. Antoine Morris, if he can keep it clean, he's the fastest guy on the track by a mile. Had a ball cup pop off on lap number 2, I think it was, and took it a while to get him going. But that white, pink, and blue buggy working the switchback now is bad fast. All the while, Brian Dortch, white buggy, yellow wheels, working the center double. That is your leader. Oh, Matt Blake just gets around Chris White for second place. That's second and third over the center double now. So Dortch got a pretty good lead, but there's a battle shaping up for that second spot. Oh, Chris Rose it coming onto the front stretch. Talon's there pretty quick, but that's going to give Matt Blake a bunch of breathing room in that second spot. He's going to try to reel in Brian Dortch. We got 2 minutes on the clock. Matt Blake needs to make up 6 seconds. So he'll probably need a little help from Brian. If Brian bonks it, then it's game on. But Brian, he's going to work on just keeping it clean and smooth. Off the ski jump, Brian Dortch working center section of the track. Once again, white buggy, yellow wheels. He's got really no traffic around him right now. Matt Blake, green and black with yellow wheels. Matt's got no traffic around him either. Leader at the line now. It was 7 seconds last time by. We're going to see what it is this time by as Matt Blake gets to the start-finish line. 6.9. So Matt, a little bit faster, but that's not going to be enough with 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. He's going to need some help. Chris White, 5 seconds behind Matt. Kessinger now only 3 seconds behind White for that third spot. So the podium still not decided. Third place down the straightaway now. Fourth place down the straightaway now. That's a good race shaping up. 45 seconds to go. Woo, Kessinger got it down to 1.6. So that yellow and blue buggy just went over the double, being tracked down by that yellow buggy. Jason Kay down the front stretch they go, battling for that final podium spot. We got 25 seconds to go. They should get one more lap if they keep it clean. Brian Dort's at the line there. Oh no, Brian Dortch. Matt Balake to the point. Oh, and he popped a wheelie. So Matt Blake to the point. Brian imploding on with 5 seconds to go. That is the clock. Cross the line and you are done. Kessinger, it caught you at the line. So my top three, Matt Blake with the win. Brian Dortch in second. And Chris White's going to bring it home in third. All right, that's it. Matt, Brian, and Chris. We got one more race. Pull it off anyways. Stay off the red paint. Okay. It's hard with 5 heats. I get it. Yep. I need everybody in the. I need all my marshals out there. We should have a good. We should have a full field, but if we don't, guys, let's 13.5 Pro. Dunbar, Lucas, Nick, Nolan. Mike's not going to run. Damon's not going to run, and Josh. Yeah, you would. Big blue, big blue. This place is developing some good racers. Yes, it is. They have it. Oh yes, sir. Working the line. You got to. And he just never did. All right, guys, line them up. We got Brian Dunbar on the 1, Lucas Smith on the 2, Nick Reppin on the 3, Nolan Hunt on the 4, and Joshua Kinser on the 5. Once again, guys, remember, we're going to have a pipe party after this is over. Please help Eddie out. Jump out there, grab some tools, grab the buckets. Let's get the pipes and the stakes pulled out. It just makes a world of difference. It's really going to help the man out a bunch. And so please, if you can, please give him 15 or 20 minutes of your time. And he's going to spend the next 2 weeks building a new track. So help him out. Thanks, everyone, for coming out to Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. Hope everyone has a safe trip home. Don't forget, we will do podium pictures immediately following this race. We're at the Plex in Indiana, Hoosier RC Hobbies. 13.5 Pro, Marshall's ready, driver's ready. We're going racing at the sound of the tone. Boop. Off and running, top 5 as they qualified. Freight training around the Hobbyplex here in southern Indiana. Dunbar, Smith, Reppin, 1, 2, and 3. Nolan right behind them. Kinser right behind Nolan. Oh, Nolan Rosa coming off the front stretch. He's got some work to do. Woo! Lucas Smith smacked the wall, come across. There you go. It took them a second, but they figured it out. Dunbar and Smith 1 and 2. Down the back stretch they go. Repping down the back stretch. Nolan Hunt. Hold on. Josh Kinser, your leader, down the front stretch. He goes. Rocket Painter. Oh, and he bumped it. Dunbar. Oh, that car is extremely broke. That is an extremely broke race car right there. Dunbar Smith over the center double. Reppin not that far behind him. Joshua Kinser destroyed the right front on that buggy. 1 and 2 down the front stretch they go. Nick Reppin is going to try to rejoin the battle. Smith and Dunbar across the start finish line they go. Dunbar into Yokomo. Lucas in the Team Associated. Through the switchback section up over the 180 down the front stretch. Dunbar giving that Yokomo all he can give it as he makes his way down the back stretch. Got a shadow of Lucas Smith. 1 and 2. These guys have raced together for many a year. Ooh, Smith a little quicker through that section. Experienced racer. He slammed on the brakes and could have wrecked both of them, but he kept them all clean. Right hand double up the elevation. They go 1 and 2 down the back stretch. We got 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Dunbar, Smith, center double, Reppin. He just needs them to make a couple little bobbles. If they start racing each other pretty hard, Reppin can close the gap. And all of a sudden, we're going to have a 3-way battle. Nolan Hunt not that far out of it, too. All 4 cars on the same lap. One and two through the switchback now. I believe Smith is setting him up. I see what he's doing. He's going to make a move here in just a second. Inside out the door. Oh, Dunbar slammed the door. He knew what was coming. Lucas just needs a little bit of peek on the pipe, and he's going to grab it. Down the front stretch they go, 1 and 2. Yokomo, Team Associated up the hill. You're at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. Oh, it was close. Lucas could have done it, but he decided not to push it too hard. He's still got plenty of time. 1 and 2 through the switchback. Reppin slowly closing the gap. Them two racing each other is going to allow Nick to close up. He was there we go. 1 and 2. Reppin now going to get back in the fight. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Hoosier RC Hobbyplex in Southern Indiana. INS in 2 weeks. Last race on this layout. 1 and 2 down the back, 3 down the back. Oh, Dunbar chassis kicks a little bit. He lets Lucas go. He's going to try to bulldog him now. 1 and 2 through the switchback. Smith is quick through the first S, and Dunbar is quick through the second S. Down the hill they go, repping down the hill. Lucas Smith just fired out the hot lap of the race with a 19.8. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Smith pulling away. Stay right there, Nolan. Leader's coming. Hang on. One more. Good job, young man. Good job. 1, 2, and 3, 4, all in a line. Nolan Hunt, good young driver here at Hoosier RC Hobbyplex. He's paying his dues. He's letting these guys smack him around, but it won't be long. He's putting in the work. He'll be right there racing for the win. Smith, Dunbar, repping through the center double now. Nick Reppin runs a 19.8 on lap 13. Smith still with hot lap of the race as he crosses the line there. Dunbar just runs his fastest lap of the race of a 20.1, but Lucas Smith that time by went 19.6. So Smith down the front stretch he goes. 1.4, the interval between first and second. Oh, Dunbar gets it wrong on the back. Reppin gets around him and marshals him. That was a nice move. All the while, Smith pulling away without them wrecking. He was still gapping them every lap. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Oh, Dunbar rolls it down the hill, finds his wheels, but stuck on the wall. Smith down the front stretch, repping now, trying to close in on Lucas. Last time by it was 3.3. Smith at the line now. Reppin at the line now. Smith's 19.7 to Reppin's 19.8. He increases the gap by 1/100th of a second. Reppin that time by ran his fastest lap of the race and still lost time to the leader. Smith on a mission. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Good save, Nolan. Good save. Smith at the line with 1:05 on the clock. Reppin at the line with 1 minute on the clock. Dunbar at the line with 55 seconds on the clock. So there's 5 seconds separating first and second. 5 seconds separating second and third. Your leader going down the back stretch now. When he gets to the line, he'll have 2 more laps to go. 27 ticks on the clock. Reppin gonna have 1 more to go when he gets to the line. So Smith, as long as he doesn't break and stays the pace, he's got the win. Dunbar trying to close in on Reppin. Brian just went 20 flat, his fast lap of the race. 5 seconds to go. Nick, you'll be done when you get to the line. Cross the line and you are done. Lucas Smith on the victory lap. Down the front stretch he goes. Going to be Smith, Reppin, and Dunbar, your top three. That's a race. Guys, bring the blowers, buckets. Like I said, if you can help Eddie out, that would be great.